got two timers in the house tonight, and I always thought two-timing was like not a good thing. Take a moment and shut your eyes. Go within, take a deep breath, and visualize me being funny tonight. Okay, I know that's kind of cheating. We shouldn't be doing that. My speech tonight is death versus public speaking. And to begin with, proper greeting of Madam President, fellow Toastmasters, timers, Chief Judge, Sergeant of Arms. My speech tonight is death versus public speaking. So I made myself a shirt, like a billboard, to illustrate. It's one of the funniest things. We've heard it over and over again. Surveys about the 10 most common fears, and that public speaking, and I Googled this thing all night. Public speaking, and survey after survey, ranks like number 1 or number 2. And death is like down at number 6, 7, or 8. People would rather die than get up here and speak. Now, let me see a show of hands. Who here would rather die than speak? No? You want to think about it a little bit more? No? See, I'm the same way. To me, if you're going to make a rational decision between choosing death or public speaking, you got to weigh the pros and cons. You got to take an educational view at this. Now, one of them, you only get one shot. And it's not public speaking. Public speaking you can do over and over and over again, and you get better at it. You get more comfortable, and the fear just kind of goes away. Where death, you only get one chance at it, right? I mean, some of you may say, yeah, you can get reincarnated, you come back, but you'll probably come back as a public speaker. Probably come back as the president of a Toastmasters organization. It's karma. Death versus public speaking. You might as well go with the speaking part first. You think about it. If you're really bummed, if it really comes out lousy, you could go home, sleeping pills, whatever. You can always choose death as the second option. But you can never choose it as a first option. I mean, if you did, what would happen? You'd be gone. You might come up on something like Ghost Hunters, EVP. The two guys would be like, hey, listen to this. He says he wanted to be a public speaker. I got this EVP here, listen to him. You only got one choice. So why not choose public speaking? And if it really doesn't go well in the middle of your speech, they give you one of these. You just gotta find your tempo and swing really hard. Or you can take this side, poke your eyes out, and you can't see anybody. The other option, if you think about it, one gets you more publicity than the other, right? I mean, you could be public speaking for a while, and you're just not gonna get the recognition of dying. I mean, if you choose the right method, you could get on the front page news. I mean, you think about the difference between the reward of the exposure for choosing death over public speaking. I mean, you could be Mr. Popular for a day. You can get on the 6 o'clock news, depending on how you choose to die. Public speaking, you could be on it forever. You mean, get to the point of maybe Anthony Robbins get on an infomercial. Death versus public speaking, death is going to get you more exposure. Now, think about it. If public speaking is really that much of a fear, then why not use it as a form of capital punishment? I mean, we wouldn't have the crime that we have. You just think about two guys premeditating. They're going to commit a murder or something, and one guy's like, dude, we could just do it. We could hit this. And the other guy goes, I don't know. You know what? I'm afraid I might get Toastmasters. What are you talking about? Don't you just get the death penalty? Is that the worst thing? No, I heard they just passed a new law, and you know what? You might even have to do your competent communicator. You know, heck, just forget it. Let's do Yahtzee. You could take a person that's on death row, okay? And he knows he's going to go to the electric chair. Now, whether he premeditated this back when he committed whatever crime he committed, he knows he's going to go to the electric chair, lethal injection, whatever. And they sit him down. And they ask him one question just before they kill him. And it's, do you have anything you want to say? No, I chose death! I didn't choose public speaking! What are you doing? And if you had to say something, it'd be like, well, okay, all right, let me think about it. Madam Toastmaster, distinguished guests, my speech is, I'm going to die, timer, make it quick, I got an appointment. Evaluator, you can say whatever you want, I won't be here to listen. But you know, if they did pass this, and you had a courtroom situation, and you had the worst crime ever, like a double axe murder, 2 axes. And the jury was there, and the jury was giving the verdict and said, "We, the jury, find a defendant guilty of double axe murdering. And we hereby sentence him to Sunsplash Speakers, Cape Coral, Florida, every first and third Monday." And then the judge goes, "Sergeant of Arms, take him away." And this guy gets shackled. He gets put in front of a group just like you guys. You know, fear worse than death. And you tell him he's got to do speech number 5, body language, can't move. You know, and you think about it, if you were to be his evaluator, you wouldn't give him a bad evaluation. I mean, the guy's a double axe murderer. So, in summary, death versus public speaking. One, you only get one shot at it, no pun intended. The second one, you get more publicity, you're sure dying, but you can go further. You can enjoy the process of public speaking. You can do it enough to where the fear disappears. And the last thing is, let's pass a law. Let's replace capital punishment with a membership to Toastmasters. That's my speech. I'm complete.